Before we watch this video, we want to let you know that not long after filming, we found out that there's going to be a total of 14 episodes for season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring. Please keep in mind that these episodes that we talk about in this video have not been confirmed, besides the Brian Pillman episode, of course. So please enjoy this video, and at the end of the day, if you learn something new, that's awesome. Hey guys, Mike from World Wrestling Flashbacks. Today we finally got to see what's going to be on season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring. If you haven't seen Dark Side of the Ring, it's a Vice TV special documentary series involving wrestling and the horrible, horrible things involved, including murder, horrible tragic accidents, drugs, some murder, but I digress. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I saw the list of episodes for season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring. I didn't really want to wait until season 3 aired, so I figured I'd dig around a little bit. Here's what I found. The premiere episode of season 3 Dark Side of the Ring apparently is going to be talking about Flying Brian Pillman. Now originally Pillman was a nose tackle for the Bengals, the Bills, and the Calgary Stampeders. He was later trained by Stu Hart, father of Bret and Owen Hart, and later went on to wrestle in Stampede Wrestling, WCW, where he was a part of the Hollywood Blondes, ECW, which I did not know at all, and then WWF, where he was a part of the Hart Foundation. Lots of memorable storylines when he was in the WWF. Unfortunately, his time was cut short when he passed away in 1997, at the age of 35. He died of a heart attack. Now I assume this episode in particular is just going to talk about his life, the untimely death. It is very tragic. Now the second episode of Dark Side of the Ring talks about FMW, Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, which is a Japanese wrestling promotion that specialized in like super hardcore extreme wrestling matches, exploding rings, barbed wire, fire, lots and lots of blood. It ran from 1989 to 2002, and then in 2015 came back around. Some classic wrestlers that were involved in the promotion were Mr. Pogo, Super Leather, aka Leatherface, and Matsunaga. Some other people that you might recognize: Sabu, Mick Foley, Eddie Fatu, aka Umaga, just to name a few. For episode 3, we have XPW, Extreme Pro Wrestling. And this is a hardcore promotion based out in Los Angeles, California. It was owned by pornographer Rob Zicari, aka Rob Black. He was also the on-air owner, sort of a Vince McMahon, Paul Heyman type figure. Now, they made a lot of crossover appearances on ECW, or at least several appearances on ECW. Now, if you didn't know, ECW is based in Philadelphia. So them being a Los Angeles company, you had sort of an East Coast, West Coast type beef feud type thing going on. In 2002, one of their top talents, Messiah, was attacked, stabbed, and had his thumbs cut off by 2 unknown assailants in his home. Insane. In April 2003, Rob Zicari, the owner, and his wife, porn star Lizzie Borden, not that Lizzie Borden, they were both indicted on obscenity charges when federal agents in Pittsburgh purchased material containing scenes of rape, murder, and urination. Those are just the few notes I took. For episode 4, we have a guy named Nick Gage. Gage was a part of CZW and Game Changer Wrestling. He was the only wrestler to win the 3 main deathmatch tournaments. Tournament of Death, King of the Deathmatch, and GCW's Tournament of Survival. Now, unfortunately, his story takes a bit of a turn. He was arrested in 2005 for possession of stolen property, and in 2010, he robbed a PNC bank in Collingswood, New Jersey for $3,000. I'm not sure how he's doing right now.
Again. Powerbomb! Need to stand up. Oh, yes! Oh!
I'm assuming we're gonna find all that out in this episode, but he seems like a very interesting character, and I'm excited to see this one. This next episode is the one that I'm most excited for. It's the WCW New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view event, Collision in Korea 1995. Now, I never heard of this before. Many of you have, and I just never heard of it. Now, this pay-per-view took place in Korea, not South Korea, but North Korea. It was officially known as the Pyongyang International Sports and Cultural Festival for Peace, which makes no sense at all considering it's a wrestling pay-per-view. But there were 15 matches that took place over 2 nights, And the main event was Ric Flair versus Antonio Inoki. Ric Flair lost, sorry, spoiler alert. And Muhammad Ali was the guest of honor. Just the fact that there was a pay-per-view that took place in North Korea, and it's something that's not available on the WWE network. It's extremely interesting, and I'm very excited to see some stories about it. In episode 6, we learn about the Smith family. Jake the Snake Roberts, real name Aurelian Smith Jr., is son of professional wrestler Grizzly Smith, Aurelian Smith Sr. Now, Grizzly Smith had 2 additional children that also became professional wrestlers, Rockin' Robin and Sam Houston. Now, it's been well documented that Jake Roberts had a number of substance abuse issues, and he's been extremely open about these things, but he said that the reason why he started using drugs was because his father, who was dating his grandmother at the time, her 13-year-old daughter. His sister, Rockin' Robin, apparently had a number of mental health issues, and part of that was because of the fact that she was at the age of 6 or 7 by their father. I'm not looking forward to it exactly, but it's definitely an important footnote in wrestling history. This last episode is absolutely insane. It's about Johnny Canine, who was in the WWF. He also went by the name of Bruiser Bedlam in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. He was a member of the biker gang Satan's Choice. He was convicted of assault, trafficking cocaine, and bombing a police station. In 2005, he was arrested for murder. He was arrested in 2009 for conspiracy to commit murder. In 2011, he was charged with first-degree murder. And then in 2017, he was found dead in a federal halfway house in Toronto at the age of 53. What? If you guys haven't seen seasons 1 and 2 of Dark Side of the Ring, I would recommend going on Hulu and checking them out as soon as possible. It's a phenomenal show. You got episodes that talk about Owen Hart, Chris Benoit, Dino Bravo, Bruiser Brody, just to name a few, Jimmy Snuka. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I wasn't sure at first, and after doing a little bit of research and digging, I'm very excited. So I want to know what you guys are excited for. What episodes are you looking forward to? And additionally, if they're picked up for season 4, what do you hope that they're going to talk about? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to follow us on Instagram at World Wrestling Flashbacks. We got loads of daily content, including wrestling figures, video games, wrestling news. It's all good stuff. We want to talk to you guys more, and we want to do a little bit of social networking. Take care.